Hello folks, it's Rick Infinger here with Will You Endure, bringing you another great video tonight. If you've never been to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so you can be alerted when the next video is coming out. And I'm trying to release good content to you every day. I'm not a incredible YouTuber yet, so please bear with me. I've got kind of a strong accent, as you can probably tell, and my whiteboard. Uh, let's just say it's another challenge. Just so you understand, my brand is Will You Endure. That's the name of my channel, and what it stands for is Will You Endure Life's Challenges. And and I guess what that means is Will you endure my whiteboard, because my writing sucks. I don't know a better way to put that. But 5 steps to make money online. I hope you're as excited to talk about this as I am to tell you about it. Okay. Now, to get started right off the bat, one of the things you're going to have to do, it's the only thing that's going to give you resilience. What I mean by that is it's the only thing that's going to give you the ability to stick through the tough times. And it's you've got to come up with your why. Okay? Now, this is not one of my 5 steps. It's just me trying to give you a piece of advice. You've got to come up with your why. Why would you be looking to make, money online? Why are you looking to make extra money outside of your job? Because see, you understand, I do this outside of a job. Okay? What my goal is right now, and I'm working close to, working to it every day, and I'm getting closer and closer. I'm going to replace my full-time income, and I'm going to go full-time online, which for me will be an incredible day. I don't know where you live, but you'll probably hear me hooping and hollering that day. I can promise you I'm going to be that loud. But you've got to have that why, okay? And it's got to be concreted into your brain, okay? Because what that's going to do is that's going to give you the ability to, on your bad days, and listen, we all have them. That's what Will You Endure, that's what the channel is about. Will you endure life's challenges? For me, it's work. I get up early in the morning and I go to work, and I have to honestly admit, it sucks. I've always been a business owner myself, and I sold my last business off, and I was assured that I had plenty of money to basically make it through life. And because of some family emergencies and some other things that happened, basically coincidentally, you know how it is. It's life, right? I come to the conclusion that I don't have enough cash, and without basically having to crank back up my business, which was another whole expense, I decided to get a job and let another man tell me what to do. And I have to tell you, and if you're involved, you'll understand that is sometimes aggravating to me. So I have to overcome that every day, and this whole YouTube thing for me is a challenge. And what I mean by that is, number one, you can tell I have a very strong accent. So sometimes it's hard to understand me. So I try to slow down when I can think about it. I tend to talk fast, and I try to pronounce the words. Sometimes I even spell them out because I understand that my accent's super strong. And so bear with me there. I will be a great YouTuber soon. I'm working on it on a daily basis. Like I said again, if you've never been to my channel, please subscribe. And after this video, if you've got a ton of good information out of it, and I know you will, give me a thumbs up. It helps the video. So we're going to get started. 5 steps to make money online. Now, we've already, like I said, this is not one of the 5, but we've already covered the whole idea of your why. You've got to know why you're willing to do this. Because I'm going to tell you this, okay? I've said this before in different videos. This is not back-breaking work, okay? Sitting here on a laptop, clicking away. Now, listen, for me, that's kind of a challenge because I'm a 2-finger typer. I never did pay a lot of attention back in high school how to type, and I took the class. I just didn't do good at it. Anyway, so that's not hard work, but you've got to stay consistent, and sometimes it's hard because it's aggravating, and sometimes you won't get the results that you're looking for. It's not that the system doesn't work. It's not that what you've listened to or the system that you're following. It's not that it doesn't work. It's just the fact that maybe you stumbled a little bit here and there. Maybe, I'll tell you what, one of the things I did in the beginning, I jumped in, I was super excited, and I listened to my coach, and I was, basically trying to set up my own tools on my own, which I didn't have to do. I was just super excited to get it done. And I messed up. And I had one letter off on one of my, I don't know, I think it was connecting my email. No, no, yeah, it was connecting my email and my opt-in page. Anyway, and I'll explain those in a minute. But anyway, one letter, you know, one little bitty letter, and it had everything screwed up. And I ain't gonna lie to you, it literally took me a whole week of going back through. And what I finally ended up doing, and my coach even told me this, he said, you need to completely disassemble everything, start over, and take your time. He said, this is not, you're not in a race. And I said, well, man, I just want to get going. He said, listen, everybody wants to get going, but you want to do it right the first time. That way you don't have to go back and do it. He said, now you're already having to go back and do it. So he said, you need to slow down. So that was a learning process. For me, like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of technical skills online, and I just thought you could just get in there and take a hammer to it and beat it, and it would conform the way you want it, and that doesn't work. I can assure you that does not work. So anyway, um, pay attention to what I'm going to tell you, and at the end of this video, please watch the entire video because at the end of it, I'm going to give you a bonus. Okay. Now, number one, you've got to pick the system that you believe is going to work for you. Now, I'm gonna give you a few good ideas. Uh, the first one that you hear a lot about out there is it's drop shipping. Okay, um, and it's selling. I'm gonna be real straightforward with you. It's selling little trinkets from China, and you don't even have to inventory these things. You can basically sell them straight from China, and they'll ship them over here. Even some of these products, the more popular ones, they have warehouses in the country that they can pull them from their inventory. Um, Now, I've looked into it. It's just to give you a tip. It's a website called Shopify. Shopify. I believe that's it. Shopify. Um, and there are people making tons of money. I will say that. Okay. Um, but the only thing I didn't like about it, and this is my video, so I'm gonna give you some of my opinions. You don't have to follow that. Okay. I'm just gonna offer them up. Number one, I don't. I have to be careful how to say this. Uh, it's not the fact that I don't think I have anything in my house from China. I'm sure I do. Okay. Now I'm not going to go around my house and pick up and look at each label. I'm sure that I have stuff from China, but I'm not going to knowingly go out of my way to support their economy. Now that's just me. Now understand, I'm ex-military, so I still got a lot of that, the patriotic thing within me. That doesn't have to be you. I'm just telling you my thing. Okay. So drop shipping, it might be a way for you to go. You might like that. Okay. Another way is through Amazon Associates. You can actually become an affiliate for Amazon, and you can basically sell stuff from them, and you get a small percentage. That's now understand what I just said there. A small percentage. You're going to get about, I think it's between 2 and 8%, something like that. So I mean, maybe that's a lot to you. And I mean, the thing I realized right off the bat was you got to have a ton of people coming through your website every month to maintain any kind of decent income. Am I telling you that there's nobody out there that's doing that? No, I'm not telling you that. Okay, there are some people out there that are super successful. Okay, for me, this is the system that I'm going to promote. It's going to be affiliate marketing. Let me tell you why, and maybe this will resonate with you. Number one, you don't have to stock any product. You don't have to create any product. You don't have to deal with any type of customer returns or customer complaints. None of that kind of stuff. Okay. You follow a set system that has proven, there's thousands, there's, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people around the world that are doing this, that are making income. Okay. A lot of guys and gals are making anywhere, 5 figure, 6 figure, 7 figure, and even 8 figure incomes from this. Okay. So the proof is in the pudding. Okay. And the proof is there to show that it can be done. And the way I looked at it was this: if they can do it, I can do it. Okay. All I need is somebody to kind of guide me a little bit, help me set up some stuff, get me, pointed in the right direction, and then, basically just turn me loose. Okay. Now, I will have to say, because of my attitude, like I said in the beginning, I kind of jumped up, was going to outrun everybody and do all this, that, and the other thing. And I've had to be, reined in a little bit. What that means, that's redneck slang, meaning, like rein in your horse a little bit. Because I had to be slowed down. Okay. So, you need to basically understand this is a real business. You need to set it up right. You need to operate it right. Okay. So picking out your system, I hope that I've convinced you to, look more along the lines of affiliate marketing. But listen, I'm not here to try to twist your arm or anything like that. I will say that affiliate marketing, for me, allows for, number one, I have no time restrictions. I can do this outside of my job. Basically, what I do is I tell myself I'm going to put a couple hours a day in. Now, sometimes I get excited. I might do 3 or 4 hours. On the weekends, I might, there every once in a while, I may do 5 or 6 hours in a day. But, pretty much you can, you're going to need to dedicate 1 to 2 hours a day every day, okay, consistently. And because what you got to work on here is you got to work on momentum. Once you build that momentum, then I'm not going to ever tell you to back off, but you can take a little break. It's just like, I don't know if any of y'all have ever pumped an old-fashioned well. If it hadn't been primed in a long time, it takes a while to get it started. I mean, you're pumping and you're pumping and you're pumping and you're pumping, and finally you'll see just a little bit of water, and you keep on pumping, you keep on pumping, you keep on pumping, you keep on pumping. A little bit bigger stream starts coming out. You keep on pumping, you keep on pumping, and then all of a sudden it starts to turn loose. Now that doesn't mean you quit pumping. You just got to pump every once in a while. Pump, pump. Because once you got the momentum going, and that's how this internet thing works. Okay, there's so much power in the internet. I truly hope that you can grasp, what this means. Basically, online, here's a simple concept. If you can make $1, you can make $2. If you can make $2, you can make $4. If you can make $4, you can make $16. If you make 16, you can make 32. Hopefully, you understand how that's going. Okay, that's how the internet is, because this is a worldwide deal. Okay, now what I'm talking about again is an affiliate marketing system. All right, now the one that I'm a part of, it's called high ticket affiliate marketing. Okay, so not only can you make smaller commissions, but you actually have the ability to make larger commissions. Upwards in the thousands of dollars per sale. Okay, and that's incredible, because see, at those numbers, now you start to understand how people can basically start making these huge incomes, and how they can overcome their job, the income of their job, and they can retire. Maybe that's not your thing. Maybe you don't want to do that. I know for me that was my thing. Once somebody started explaining it to me, I thought, hey, that's the way I want to go. And I don't want to have to deal with a lot of the little customer intricacies. The credit card stuff, and creating the product and all that. I don't want to do all that. Okay. Now number two, you've got to determine what tools you will need. Okay. Now understand, I do not have a belief or a method to tell you how to get started for free. I don't know how to do that. Okay. There's some guys out here that talk about, starting for free. I don't want to step on nobody's toes, because I like several of them. But But to tell you the truth, there's always a catch. Okay, and I hope you can grasp this. To own a business, you've got to be able to invest in that business. You've got to be able to take a little bit of a calculated risk. That's that's why you will make money. If you're not willing to do that, then I mean, you might as well. No offense, you might as well stay at your job. Okay. The reason why everybody doesn't make money is because exactly the subject we're talking about right now. It's because they're not willing to take a little bit of a risk, and they're not willing to put money into their own business. That's just that. I mean, and a lot of people just aren't willing to put the work in. So if you're one of those people that you don't mind risk a little bit, you don't mind investing in your business because it is your business and you're going to get all kinds of benefits from it, whether it be tax benefits, you're going to have a higher income abilities. And listen, I want to say this real quick. I make no income claims on this video. I don't know your work ethic. I don't know, what your stickability is. In other words, do you get into something and then jump out into the next thing? Okay, because let me tell you something. That was one of my original problems, and I'm not a quitter by no means. I just kept thinking there was greener grass on the other side, so I would move over. But that's not true. Okay, you've got to find the system that you feel good about, and you feel like you can dive into it and you can go for it, and then you got to stick it out. Okay, so tools. What I'm going to tell you right now is there's actually several tools that you're going to need as time goes on once you start making income. But there are two critical tools that you must have. Okay, understand that word, must have. Two of them. Okay, the first one is an autoresponder. All right, and the second one is an opt-in page builder. Notice how I abbreviated these because my it makes you think my writing maybe not as bad as it really is. But so an autoresponder and an opt-in page builder. Now you're probably thinking, now what in the heck are either one of those? Listen, and it's coming from the guy that had no tech skills at all when I started this. Okay, I'm going to explain to you the best I can, and hopefully I can simplify it and get you to understand. An autoresponder is basically it's like an online safe for data that you collect. Now that data is going to be emails. Okay, those emails are going to be your way of following up with your customers and your prospects. Okay, so once you get somebody's email, you've got to have a place to store it. It's got to be secure. Okay, and then within that same system, within that autoresponder, you've got to have a way to set up an automated email sequence or a follow-up sequence. Okay, that's an autoresponder. Now, an opt-in page builder is basically a tool, and it's actually this particular tool is actually a funnel builder also. Maybe you've heard that word, maybe you haven't. If you've been online at all, you must have heard sales funnels, okay? Because that's the new way of the internet, okay? For the autoresponder, and I'm gonna put links below this video for both of them, and like I said, they are a must, okay? The autoresponder, and I've tried several. I can't say I've tried them all, but I have tried several, and this particular one is the best one for affiliate marketers, and it's the best one overall for simplicity, for simple to set up, simple to get started with, simple to get it to running, and that's the idea. Okay, and it's called Aweber. That's an autoresponder. Okay, and that'll be, like I said, the link below this video. Now the opt-in page builder / funnel builder is a tool which is basically it's probably the number one tool online. I don't care what business you're doing. It is the number one tool online. Okay? It is the end all be all of everything when it comes to online marketing. When it comes to online businesses of any sort. Okay? That tool is a program called ClickFunnels. and that link will be below this video. Okay. Now, understand these are critical. These are listen here. Let me say how important these are. If you're not willing to invest in these two tools, um, I, I don't know what else to tell you. Continue to watch the video. I would really appreciate it, and think about it. Whatever you need to do, but if those two tools, the autoresponder has a 30-day free sign up, and ClickFunnels has a 15-day free sign up. Okay, that gives you time to get in there and get oriented with them, start figuring out how they work and all that. And the system I'm going to tell you at the end of this video, which is the bonus, they'll guide you. They'll guide you through it. So it's really a piece of cake. I mean, each one of these programs have tutorial videos within them. You can literally set them up yourself. But like I said, now don't do what I did. Don't jump in there and be in a big rush. Um, let somebody help you and guide you and answer your questions. Okay. So system and tools. Number 3, you've got to decide how much time you're going to be willing to do. Now, you remember at the beginning of this video, I told you, that I guarantee myself every day about 2 hours. I'm going to put 2 hours in no matter what. No matter if it costs me my dinner, no matter, I'm a big workout guy. I love to work out. I try to work out every day. Even like this particular day right here, I knew because I got off late that I wasn't going to have time to basically get my online business time in and my workout. So I crashed my workout, meaning I didn't do it. And I'm very, very serious about my workouts. But I'm even more serious about my freedom in my life. And the only thing that's going to afford that is not going to be my workouts. It's going to be my online business. Okay? So you've got to set time aside that you're going to do this. It may be your TV time. And listen, I'm not a big TV watcher. Uh, I have been in the past. I'm not saying I haven't. And I occasionally will like to go see a movie every once in a while. That's my reward to myself. But if you're saying if you're looking at me and you're going, oh man, I really don't want to sacrifice my TV time. Well, then don't. But understand this: in 5 or 10 years from now, if you had have done that, if you'd have sacrificed that time, you would literally be in a different world. And I mean the world of your financial freedom. Okay? So whatever time you've got to set aside, set it aside. Make it worthwhile now so that it'll pay for you later. Okay? Hopefully that concept will register. I didn't say it real good, but anyway, you've got to set a time aside. Okay? Number 4, you've got to educate yourself. Number 1, you got to educate yourself about yourself, which is called self-help. Okay? Personal development. And number 2, you've got to educate yourself about online and about business. Now, can you do these things? Oh, yeah. Piece of cake. Just reading some books. Now, if you're like me, you're not a big reader. Or I wasn't. I am now. I enjoy it now. Okay, for me, it was kind of tough because I was a big, I loved hot rods, and I would literally, I probably had a 1,000 hot rod magazines around my house, but I can't tell you that I even read any of them. I bought them for pictures. Okay, so I wasn't a reader. But once it got into my brain that I had to understand to become a successful business owner, to own a successful online business, I have to, rework my mind. Okay? Because I want you to understand, if you're like myself, if you're public schooled, or even if you're not, even if you're private schooled, it doesn't really matter. They don't teach us how to succeed in this life. What they teach us is how to get a job and how to get debt. Neither one, for myself, neither one I really want. I don't want to be indebted to nobody, and I don't want to work for nobody. Like I said, I've recently taken that job, but I have made sure in my mind that I do not want to work for somebody no more after this. Okay, and I won't. Okay, the fact of the matter is that's why I'm building my business. That's my why, and it's strong enough to basically keep me going no matter what. And I can't say that every day is a bright, sunshiny day where I'm all happy and everything like that. But I get my time in. I read every day. I study a part of my business, something where I need to educate myself a little bit. And like I said, I'm 51 years old. So there is no excuse of, old dogs can't learn new tricks. That's all bull crap. Okay? If you follow that game plan, where are you going to be in 5 years from now? Same damn place you are now. And apparently that ain't making you happy, or otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. So educate yourself. Educate yourself. Work on your personal development. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm doing right now. I'm reading a book right now that's teaching me speech patterns. Now, are they helping a lot? I'm better than what I was. Okay, so yeah, I have to say yeah. And I'm also reading a book about setting goals, which is a major. I'm actually going to write that word here. You've got to have goals. I heard a man say this one time. He said, if you were shooting a bow, a compound bow, he said, and which I do, and he said, okay, now let me blindfold you and spin you around and not tell you what direction the target's in. Could you hit that target? I said, well, no, man. Yeah, that's crazy, man. You can't do that. He said, that's right. So what makes you think you can hit a target that you don't have written down, that you're not looking at on a constant basis? Because a goal is just a target. So goals are very, very important. See, I learned that. That was part of my education. All right. See, that wasn't hard, was it? You just got educated. Anyway, so number 5 thing is you got to figure out how you're going to drive traffic to your offer. Now, what does that mean? Traffic is people online. Now, there's tons of ways out there. There's free ways, which a lot of you free crowd, that ought to spark your mind. But there's also paid ways, and you need to have both. You can build up your free ways, okay? That's what I'm doing right here on this YouTube channel. But I also run paid traffic, okay? The fact of the matter is, you're going to need both coming in from both sides of the equation, okay? So your system, decide on the system, okay, and what blueprint you choose to follow. Like I said, I hope that it's affiliate marketing because it's the thing I'm going to teach on the most, okay? And I truly hope that I get to see you on the beaches of the world. Now, that probably made you think that I'm going to lay out on the beach. That's not true. My girlfriend will, but I'm going to be fishing. Whatever island I go to, and I'm sure we're going to go to a lot of them, look for me on the charter boat. She'll be on the beach, and I'll probably be looking at her with a pair of binoculars from the boat way out there as I'm catching me a big marlin or whatever I'm fishing for. But that's where I'm going to be. And I hope you're out there. I hope you're either on the beach and I'll come back and see you and we'll eat dinner that night, or I hope you're out there fishing with me. So, I mean, I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. It doesn't make no difference. Listen, if you catch more fish than me, more power to you. I have no ego when it comes to fishing. I just enjoy fishing. Okay. So the system, I hope, like I said, is affiliate marketing for you, and it's high ticket affiliate marketing, which is going to be the system I'm going to promote. The tools, the absolute necessary tools. Remember, I said that absolute necessary is an autoresponder, which is Aweber. It's an opt-in page builder, which is ClickFunnels. Okay. Number 3 is time. You've got to set time aside that you're not going to let nothing else interfere with. Okay. If it's 1 to 2 hours a day, just set it aside. Okay. Number 4 is educate. Educate on yourself, educate on your business, and educate on how to basically own your own business. Because for me, see that's for me. I've already been there and done that. For a lot of people, you have no clue. Okay? And goals are one of the major things in owning your own business. You've got to set daily goals, and you've got to be basically continuously monitoring. Are you hitting these goals? Do you need to reset them? Do you need to work on another area so that you can get to those goals? You see, I mean, goals are a major issue. Okay. Number 5, you've got to learn about traffic. Now, here's the bonus. If all of these things have interested you, and you would like to start making, you know, a couple $1,000s a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $50,000 a month, or $100,000 a month. Okay. Now, am I blowing out some of those numbers? No, because I know people that are doing that. I'm not doing that yet. You know, I'm not doing $100,000 a month. I'm not even doing $50,000 a month, but I will. Okay. Like I said, because I've already seen those who are doing, and I don't, like I said, I don't feel like I'm better than anybody, but I do feel like if they can do it, I can. Okay. So you have to understand traffic. Make sure you've got your why set down in your head, and you're not going to let anything invade that space. Okay. 5 steps to make money online. If you're interested, click on that link below this video. It's called my #1 recommendation. I'll also have links down there for my tools. I'll also have a link for a free book that I highly recommend. It's about online marketing and it teaches you an incredible amount of tricks. The same guy that owns ClickFunnels has wrote a book, and this guy's name is Russell Brunson. He is over the top smart when it comes to online stuff. Okay, so if all of this has interested you, and you would like to have a system that can basically teach you, that can hold your hand, go step by step, getting you started with your tools, getting you set up, and getting you running traffic, click on that link because I highly suggest it, and I know that it'll work for you. I appreciate you. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video at all, and I hope you did, give me a thumbs up. Have a good night.